Hey guys, it's your boy AB Talks, back again. I hope you guys are doing good and I hope you guys are looking after yourself most importantly. So today, I want to talk about a relationship with yourself where you know within yourself that you need that relationship with yourself. But also, I want to explain and talk about how we want to seek out or wanted to seek out to have relationships with others in terms of like the other sex, in terms of women, girls, over ourselves. And there's a lot of things that play into it. There's a lot of things that play into it. And I feel like it's like in the contrary to where we want to be seen in hindsight and how we operate, it's like how social media portrays these things and pushes these narratives in terms of, oh yeah, for you to be happy, you need to find yourself a girl, you need to be in a relationship, you need to feel good about yourself because you're with her, you need to put her above, everything you're doing. And the narrative that they're pushing is a narrative where it's working, because when you see with your own two eyes that you step out in public, I could step out in public, you could step out in public, and you can see, two people together, not saying it's a bad thing, but holding hands, and the lack of love in terms of physical, where I can see my eyes is that, I'm speaking on the guys. I'm not going to talk about the girls or the women. I'm going to speak on the guys. The guy looks out of shape. The guy has a belly. The guy looks like, he doesn't look like he's looking after himself. I'm not saying maybe he could be looking after himself in physical aspects. I mean, in terms of like his money and things like that. But physically, he may not be looking after himself. And I can see that the girl could be more prettier than him. And how I can see that is that the girl herself or the woman herself, can kind of, play a role in terms of his psychic, in terms of, she knows how to get to his mind mentally, in terms of what he should be doing for her. And he's not doing anything for himself because he's doing everything he can for her, because when you're a guy and you know in yourself that you know what you need to do without, her, giving you commands, or without her, permission, which should even be a thing, within yourself that, yeah, you're going to be looking in shape, you're going to look good, you're going to look after yourself. Because there's guys in relationship that are in shape that are looking after themselves. And there's women that are in shape that are looking after themselves as well. But yeah, I don't want to get carried away with that one. It's just mostly when you want to do your own thing in a relationship, the woman's going to start, moaning and say, oh, please don't do that, come to bed, let's get some food, let's order some food and things like that. And it's like, she's giving you that air of comfortability. She wants you to be comfortable. But when you want to step out your comfort zone, she's not going to be cool with that. She's just going to act a different way. And, as a guy that wants to get to the next level or level up, if that's an issue, if that's a problem that occurs every single time in your relationship, whether you're in a relationship or you're trying to talk to her, you have to let that one go. It doesn't matter how good the pussy is. It doesn't matter how good the sex is. You have to let that one go because, you can be hypnotized under that spell of her giving you sex all the time, because it's hindering your progress in terms of who you want to be, who you're better you want to be, because she can also see what you're capable of being, and she doesn't want you to get to that capability because she wants her looks and her presence to overpower and overlook and how you should be as a man and how you should be. And you can't fall for none of that. You can't fall for none of that. I'm telling you, you can't fall for none of that. So that's why I'm saying prioritizing a relationship with yourself before you go out and look for a relationship is more powerful than having a relationship with her. Because that relationship with yourself will guide you to like you as a powerful man, and it will attract a powerful woman. But if you're not powerful in yourself, then you're going to not attract a powerful woman. You're going to attract a mediocre woman, a woman with low standards, a woman, she can have, good looks and things like that, but mentally, internally, she can have low standards. And I'm sorry, my guy, you can't settle for that. You can't settle for less. And if you've been through pain and rock bottom several times, you have to look at your value. You have to value yourself as much as you can. You feel what I'm saying? Because you can't settle for these 3 or 4s of these girls that, have no substance. have no meaning to their life, have no meaning towards your legacy. You need a strong woman. Behind a strong man, there's a strong woman. And you gotta know that within yourself. You gotta know the notion within yourself that you have to take yourself to the next level. I have to take myself to the next level. You know, we can't stop, we can't sell for average. You know, we're tired of that. We're not playing with that this year. We're not playing with that at all anymore. So I hope you guys, you know, like and subscribe. This was a short one just to make sure you're aware. So it's just awareness, you feel what I'm saying. But peace and love, guys.